just can't use any more adjectives other than thrashing at the hands of the Guthrie Blue Jays last Friday night down in Guthrie. And Randy, yeah, I said it in pregame and I'll say it again. That one stung. That one hurt. That drive home, even for us as broadcasters, not an easy one.
Yeah, it was tough leaving that stadium after that because I felt like some of the things the Tigers did, they'd improved on from weeks past, but it sure didn't seem that way on the scoreboard.
Now we're looking at down onto the field as Bishop McGuinness has made their way onto the field tonight for their pregame warm-ups here. And a lot of kids on this Bishop McGuinness squad. And, one of the things about the parochial schools in Oklahoma City, whereas different from the rules if you're familiar with Texas, is that the parochial schools do play in the city leagues here and, in a way, can recruit and players.
Yeah, they sure can. And the OSSAA has a way to deal with that. They don't position those teams based off of enrollment like they do, say, Guymon and other schools in District 2A. I guess they actually get to choose what district or what class of football they play in. So they, though they may be small in numbers, they play a higher class of football because of that advantage.
So we are going to get ready for the captains to hit the field here momentarily. Let's thank some of our great sponsors of Tiger Football Writing. TEL Oil, Play Like a Girl Women's Fitness Center. Area's only women's only fitness center. Autumn resolutions ask that you only be open to positive change. Also, your Guymon Car Washes, Typhoon Illusion, and the Rainmaker. Now with brightening effects, visit your Guymon Car Washes, Typhoon Illusion on 12th Street, and the Rainmaker on 8th and Main. And also PTCI, your high-speed internet to fill your home with whatever your family needs. Check out high-speed internet on ptci.net, and they'll get you hooked up with the right thing for your family, whether it be homework or Fortnite, if you've heard the commercials. Like I said, Bishop McGuinness in town tonight to take on your Guymon Tigers, and we are looking for a good one here as Guymon is now into the downhill slide of this 2018, and they have really run the gauntlet here. You can call it a lucky or unlucky schedule, Randy, if you want to talk about scheduling here to come into the district and have Carl Albert, Guthrie, and Bishop McGuinness 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
The luck comes from the fact that you now have one heck of an opportunity to finish out the season strong with the weaker opponents for the next 4 weeks, but the unlucky comes with the fact that tonight some of the Tigers are dinged up after those first 3 games, including Harvey De La Rosa, the fullback. He will not be playing tonight.
Yeah, and we lost Jose Gutierrez at Guthrie. I believe he sustained a knee injury, and I believe his season is done. That's one tough thing about playing those really tough schools. And you talk about, 2 weeks ago we played the defending state champion. Tonight we're playing the state runner-up, and in between them was Guthrie, who after you and I watched them on the field looked like they might be in the running for that this year too. They might have something to say about that.
Team that's definitely trying to rebuild to their past glory is what Guthrie's doing, and I think they're doing it by trying to make a statement every time they go out to play, and they certainly made one last week against Guymon.
Yeah, they looked pretty good.
Guymon getting ready to send their captains out onto the field tonight. Lorenzo Amador, also in there, Pablo Lopez. Roman Davis out there as well, and German Mesta, the 4th of the captains for Guymon as they come to midfield to meet the McGuinness Fighting Irish captains tonight. And we'll see how the coin toss works here tonight for your Tigers. Generally, we've been winning the toss, but we seem like we want to defer to the second half. Do you think that's what Kyle Davis sticks with tonight if Guymon wins the coin toss, Randy?
I do. I think if he wins, he defers just to give himself the opportunity to have the ball to start the second half.
Here come the rest of the Tigers onto the field tonight as the sun's starting to set over McKinnon Stadium, what should be the last of the really warm days tonight for Guymon. A little bit windy out there, though. And as the sun's gone down, as you can tell down here in the bowl of the stadium, the wind not going to play much of a factor as the flag hanging limp on the pole out there. So we'll see what that means to this game. The Fighting Irish are used to playing kind of that humidity and heat, and we've had it too. But we'll see if the wind shifts tonight, as we're expecting another cold front to run through here sometime tonight. They said that we had a chance of thunderstorms. I don't see many clouds in the sky that dictate we've got any rain on the way.
I looked at the weather, and it looks like none of that's going to get here before about 11 o'clock tonight, and it's backed off to about a 30% chance. But not to make you jealous, Captain, but it was a beautiful 68 degrees in here last night for the junior high games. That's gorgeous.
That's just one of those things down there. That is one of those things, and we're getting ready here to kick things off. I believe Bishop McGuinness has won the toss tonight, and they will be receiving. By the way, they jaunted out of there. Didn't see a signal from the referee, so we'll figure it all out as the teams take the field tonight. But Bishop McGuinness fired up about something, and I'm assuming that's what it is. They won the toss, and they will elect to receive tonight. Bishop McGuinness wearing their road jerseys, white jerseys, black pants, green trim, white helmets with the green Irish logos on them. Guymon will be in their home blacks tonight, black jerseys, black pants, black helmets, orange trim. Very tough to see under the lights here at McKinnon Stadium.
Yeah, that black number on black is hard to see. Captain, we got to give a shout out to one of our faithful listeners out there. I found out through some friends this week that Karen Mooseman, Heritage Community Center here in Guymon, is a faithful listener to us for the Guymon Tiger football. So I wanted to take a minute to give a shout out to her. She has a grandson that plays, Thomas Mooseman, and she's a faithful listener to us there at Heritage Community, so I wanted to be sure to say hi to Karen Mooseman tonight.
Well, good evening from the press box here at McKinnon Stadium, Karen.
We appreciate Karen listening.
So teams taking the field tonight. Guymon will be kicking off right to left tonight to Bishop McGuinness. McGuinness will be defending the north end zone to start things off. Guymon will be defending the south. Luke Tarman back for the Irish along with Dominic Richardson. Those were the two names we said that'll be the 1-2 punch tonight for McGuinness's offense. They're also back to return this opening kickoff for the Irish tonight. Janira Dallas will kick things off for the Guymon Tigers as we're getting them lined up, and the referees are making sure everything's copacetic out there apparently.
Yeah, I think we were short the tee.
That's one thing that does help on a kickoff is having that kicking tee out there.
Yeah, it'd probably be hard to get it to stand up on its own on that natural grass out there.
Actually, taking a look, it looks like we've got a switch in kickers tonight. Looks like Lorenzo Amador will be kicking off tonight, number 53 for the Guymon Tigers. And we are ready to go here as both sides lined up. Pass out the ammunition, boys. It's time to go to war here at McKinnon Stadium tonight in Guymon. Ball's on the tee, and here we go. Good kick, bounces at about the 15-yard line, taken at the 10 by Richardson, and Richardson to the 25, 30, to the 40, 45, 50, and he's broken it, and he's down the field to the 30, to the 20, 10, and he's going to take it all the way on the opening touchdown. Luke Tarman, the quarterback, takes the opening kickoff on the return, takes it 90 yards into the end zone for the touchdown for McGuinness. And just like that, we are underway tonight, and Bishop McGuinness is on the board 6-0, Randy, and we just talked about it here, that, special teams.
Yep, that'll take the wind right out of the sail from the very first play of the game. They got to let that one go. They got to take the ball. They got to control the clock, move the chains, try and be effective with time of possession, and hopefully result in some points.
So here's the extra point attempt from McGuinness, and it is up.
Wow, that kid's got a foot.
He drove that one through, and it is good. That's Zach Schmidt, the kicker, and just like that, 14 seconds off the clock, and the Irish are on the board tonight in Guymon. We'll stay right here, Randy, and welcome everybody again to McKinnon Stadium. And if you just tuned in, got here a little bit late, already 6-0 after the 90-yard touchdown run on the opening kickoff by Luke Tarman. The quarterback, defensive back, wide receiver, whatever you need him to be for the Fighting Irish of Bishop McGuinness tonight. And, wow, here we go again, Randy.
Yeah.
And just
Coach
like look at that, the Irish are you think they want to get this one and put it away quick? They're already out on the field. Ball's lined up. Guymon hasn't even come off the sideline yet.
Yeah, I'd imagine they're going to want this one to get over as quick as they can because they've got the drive home tonight instead of us.
So Zach Schmidt will kick things off here. Tegan Telford and Alex Sappington back deep for Guymon tonight. Standing back at about the 5-yard line, and from what we saw on that extra point, this kid for McGuinness, the kicker, is going to be able to boot. Well, he short kicks this one to the up man and trying to catch him sneakily. And Guymon, good job.
Yeah, I wondered if they would go for that. The way they lined up, which maybe they line up that way every time, but the way they lined up, I wondered if they were going to try something tricky. But Francisco Gonzalez.
Yeah, Francisco Gonzalez, the
job.
up man, gets it. So it'll be first down for Guymon at the 33-yard line. And with that, let's take a look at Guymon's starting offense tonight.
Okay, let me ask you, would I get in trouble for making a comment about the unfaithful Guymon fans not showing up on the air?
I wouldn't do it, but
it bothers me that, yeah, I know we're not winning, but these boys have the courage.
Hold on. And here we go, Guymon's first offensive series here tonight as German Mesa, the quarterback, under center. And handoff right up the middle and going nowhere there for Guymon.
Looks like number 5, Francisco Gonzalez, is going to be playing in place of the injured De La Rosa.
Yes, he will be tonight, and we heard that during pregame from Coach as De La Rosa banged up against Guthrie. And that'll make it second down and 10 after the no gain by Gonzalez to open up the game. Mesa under center. He's got receivers right and one to the left here to the far side of the field. Gonzalez in the backfield, and here's a handoff to the tailback, and nothing doing on that one. Maybe lost even a yard on that one. Kind of a new formation there for Guymon to see the tailback back there, Javier Gonzalez, in the far backfield.
Yeah. We were talking about injuries, Captain. I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Tigers on the sideline injured, just in their in their jerseys.
Third down and 10 now for Guymon from their 32-yard line. Just underway here. 10:30 to go in the first quarter. Guymon trailing 7-0 to the McGuinness Fighting Irish here after the long kick return for a touchdown to open up the game. Mesa under center. Receivers right, left. One back in the backfield. He's going to drop back to pass. He's under heavy pressure, and he's going down.
They're stacking 6 in the box.
Mesa had nowhere to run, nowhere to hide on that one, and another big loss for Guymon as they'll be back to about the 26-yard line where it'll be fourth down. It'll be fourth down and about 16 here for Guymon, and the punt team coming on the field for Guymon. Lorenzo Amador taking over kicking duties tonight, also take over punting duties. He's in punt formation, standing back at about the Guymon 15-yard line. This one hops to him, and he gets able to get it away under the heavy rush, and here comes the return.
Yeah, and there's
another return, 45-30, 20-10, one man to beat. He's got 2 men to beat, and he's going to be down at about the 4-yard line as Telford able to close in. Trying to see
Alex
as he got boxed in.
Sappington.
It was Sappington down there who boxed him in on the sideline and prevented Bishop McGuinness from getting another quick score here. And again, special teams. Dominic Richardson that time with the big return. It'll be first down and goal to start things for the McGuinness offense. And with that, let's take a look at Guymon's starting defense. Okay. Here we go. First play from scrimmage for the McGuinness Fighting Irish, and it's a touchdown by Dominic Richardson. 4 yards from the handoff on the left side, and just like that, McGuinness has touched the ball 2 times, and they've been in the end zone both times here as an easy 4-yard score for Dominic Richardson and the McGuinness Fighting Irish.
Yeah, offensively they have 4 yards. Special teams they have
90 yards.
And 60 yards, so 150.
Yep, there you go. Here's the kick by Schmidt. It's up and it is good. And the Irish have the lead 14-0 with 9:13 on the board here in the first quarter. We're going to take a quick timeout. You're listening to the Home of the Roar right here on The Boss. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I know the whole my opinion doesn't reflect the radio station and all that, but that's pathetic. I know that we don't win, but if these boys have the courage to come out every week and play, there's more Bishop McGuinness fans than there are Guymon fans. Without support, it's not going to get better.
And welcome back. 9:13 to go here in this first quarter as Bishop McGuinness has made this a 14-0 ball game on 3 offensive touches. A 90-yard kickoff return to open up the game. Another big return on the punt by Amador, returned to the 4, and then 1 offensive play for 4 yards into the end zone by Dominic Richardson. And just like that, count them up, 14 points on the board so far for Bishop McGuinness, and we're not even 5 minutes into this ball game yet, Randy.
Yeah, that's a tough spot to be in. Down 14 already this quick into the first quarter.
Things off here are the McGuinness Fighting Irish. Zach Schmidt, the kicker. Sappington and Telford will be back deep once again for Guymon here. And we're going to see what happens here as Mr. McGuinness kind of wants to lull you into that safe sense that they're going to kick it deep because Schmidt can kick it deep, but it looks like we saw the last time, they try to kick it to the up end, maybe catch you sleeping a little bit here.
Yeah, and with the way our return team is set up, there's nobody between the hashes except the front man. So a little drop-in kick like he tried last time may be something they decide to do again.
So here goes Schmidt to kick it off, and he kicks this one. Wow, what a towering kick. This one is going to land in the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback to Guymon, where Guymon will start their second offensive possession tonight from the 20-yard line. Guymon's first offensive possession, 3 and out. Not very indicative after 2 no-gainers and a big sack on third down, had to punt it away, and Guymon's got to do something here quick and nasty, down 14 so quickly in this ball game.
Yeah, and if they're going to keep stacking so many in the box, Captain, then they're going to have to go to the plays that are on their call sheet for tonight that are going to get the ball out from the quarterback quick, get the ball outside, draw something up the middle, because, I mean, they're stacked 5 down linemen and 2 linebackers maybe 2 yards off the ball.
German Mesta, 1st and 10. Here's the pitch to Javier Gonzalez, and he is caught big time in the backfield. Didn't even get 3 steps away to try to make the turn back upfield, and it's a big loss on first down, about an 8-yard loss. It'll be second down and about, let me see here, if I'm counting correctly, it'll be about 18 from the Guymon 12-yard line.
Yeah.
Guymon showing the receivers right and left. May still go into the shotgun on second down and long. He's going to throw this one. He throws quick slant and almost intercepted. Was it intercepted? Yes, it was. And the ball picked off by the Irish of Bishop McGuinness off the tip. And just like that, the Irish are going to have great field position again, as that one intercepted by Brandon Jacobs off the tip. And it'll be first down for the Irish from the, call it about the 10.5-yard line. They'll have a half an inch to get into the, they're going to call it first and goal. They're going to give them the 10-yard line here. So just like that off the turnover, Bishop McGuinness knocking on the door for their 3rd score of the night tonight. So here we go for Bishop McGuinness. 10 yards out, Luke Tarman, the quarterback, in the shotgun. He's got Richardson in the backfield. He's looking to throw. Going to throw across the middle, almost intercepted by Guymon. And, wow, what a play there to break that up by the Tigers.
Yeah, I think that was...
Looked like Osceola Arroyo, who maybe hit his chest there as he was trying to lean one way to the other for the coverage. 2nd down and 10 for McGuinness. As Tarman again in the shotgun, he's got 2 backs in the backfield. He hands this one to Richardson, and Richardson leaps into the end zone for the touchdown, and the Irish score again. So they're putting the Tigers into a hole quickly here, as we've counted off about 3 minutes and 40 seconds from the game clock, and McGuinness is up for their 3rd touchdown here to go 20-0 over Guymon, awaiting the extra point from Zach Schmidt. The snap, the hold is good. Here's the kick, and no problem right down the pipes. And 8:20 to go here in the first quarter. 21-0 Bishop McGuinness over your Guymon Tigers. Going to take a quick timeout. You're listening to the Home of the Roar right here on The Boss. All right.
And the game ended 77-7 because they're...
And welcome back again. If you're just joining us, the Fighting Irish all over the Tigers early tonight. 8:20 still to go here in the first quarter, 21-0, and so far Irish doing it on all facets of the game. Here's the kick by Schmidt, and again deep into the end zone, and it's going to be a touchback here to Guymon as they'll start this offensive possession on their own 20-yard line. The offense so far has gone 3 and out and had the interception off the tip, and that has led to, including the run back for the touchdown, pretty much has led to 21 points. Again, McGuinness so far tonight doing it on the offense, doing it on the defense, and doing it on the special teams. And so far, Guymon doesn't have the key in the ignition yet.
Yeah, they're going to have to figure out something offensively to get it going, to try and keep the ball for a little bit, eat up some time off the clock. As quick as McGuinness is scoring, they don't want to just keep giving them the ball right back 3 and out.
German Mesta, the quarterback here. He took over from Tegan Telford in the 3rd week of the season. He has had bright spots, including the 76-yard touchdown against Guthrie last week, as here he goes back to pass, looks across, fires, and intercepted again. The Irish pick this one off. Cooper Wright, the defensive back, comes up one-handed, makes the grab, and that's 2 interceptions tonight so far for Mesta. And again, the Irish are going to be in great position. They'll have the ball on Guymon's 22-yard line.
Yeah.
Saw that one as Mesta let it go. That I thought maybe the Guymon receiver, it looked like it was Saffington, had a step, but Cooper Wright closed very quickly and has long limbs and was able to get that one out there.
Yeah, he reached out pretty good to snag that one one-handed.
Tarman, the quarterback, in the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. He's looking to this close side, throws it out to the right side, and complete down to about the 11-yard line to Graham Murray. Another group of boys here that come up from the city that have some tall, wide receivers with some long arms there, Randy.
Yeah, and I'm even actually impressed. We don't have the stats on these guys, but that Luke Tarman quarterback's pretty tall.
So it'll be 2nd down and 1 from the Guymon 12-yard line. 3 receivers out here to the short side. Man goes in motion. And here's the handoff to Richardson. And Richardson dances to the 5, to the 1, into the end zone. Bowls over a Tiger at the goal line, and he's in for the touch. And Richardson, as billed so far, has been absolutely unstoppable.
Yeah. He's sure been able to have his way through the middle, around the outside. The Tigers don't have an answer for him right now.
We are 3 minutes and 57 seconds into this game, and now the Irish have jumped up to a 27-0 lead, awaiting the extra point here.
Yeah, this one's going to get out of hand pretty quick, unfortunately.
Schmidt with the extra point, and no problem, deep and down the pipes, and it is good. And with, again, 8:03 to go here in the first quarter, it is 28-0 Bishop McGuinness over your Guymon Tigers, and we're going to stay right here. Want to thank some of the great sponsors of Guymon Tiger football here on The Boss, including Guymon Tire. Years of excellent service and family-owned. Make sure you check out their service specials. Guymon Tire proudly supporting your Guymon Tigers. And Nafe's Steakhouse. Nafe's Steakhouse offers decades of great service and quality, proudly supporting the Guymon Tigers. And I'll tell you what, Randy, Nafe's, I love the vegetable beef soup they've got there.
Oh, I'm telling you that there's none better in town. And, I mean, I like it anytime, but when I'm sick, I'll go in there, or I'll kindly ask Mrs. Coble to go by there and get it for me, and they'll sell it to you in
the big
2,
quarts,
3, 4 quarts, however many you want, and that's the best thing when you're not feeling well.
Oh, it is delicious.
I love
all the food on the menu, but man, that vegetable beef soup. When somebody says, "Let's go to Nafe's," I'm like, soup time.
You ever go there on the nights that they make Greek food?
I need to.
You do.
I need to.
That stuff's amazing.
You know, every time I go in there, I get the Cajun shrimp, though.
Oh,
I love
yeah?
the Cajun shrimp.
Yeah, it's good. They got a good ribeye. Katrina and them are awesome. We have them cater out at the wind farm quite a bit, and it's good stuff.
Delicious food. 8:03 here to go in the first quarter as McGuinness will kick things off. This time a roller down the middle, and the Upmen looking at it. They'll pick it up, and we'll go for somewhat of a return to about the 32-yard line. And again,
I think that's Jamarcus Fleury.
Yep. Number 18, Jamarcus Fleury getting his first touch of the year. That's the first time we've called his name. Sophomore, 5'8", 185, running back in reserve. And finally getting his hands on that ball tonight, and nice little pickup there on the roller, and it'll be first down for Guymon from the 33-yard line.
Well, the thing about the injuries, that moves all the number 2s to 1 and 3s to 2, so we may see some guys that typically haven't played a great deal see a lot of playing time tonight.
Absolutely. German Mesta in the shotgun as he's going to take it himself left side, and he's going to try to bowl ahead, and he's going to get about 2 or 3 yards here. Mesta showing his toughness here, putting his head down and plowing ahead to get some positive yards for Guymon. It'll be second down and 8 for the Tigers from the 36-yard line.
Yeah, it took a whole group of McGuinness players that time to bring him down.
I guarantee you right now that Mesta is getting upset, and that was his way of saying, "Come at me, bro."
Well, these Tigers, if nothing else, they're resilient.
Tigers come out of the huddle, receivers right and left. Mesta working under the center. He's got Francisco Gonzalez in the backfield. He'll hand it off to Gonzalez, and he's going nowhere as he may have lost a couple of yards there back to the original line of scrimmage. So it'll be third down and 10 for Guymon.
Yeah, that number 64 for McGuinness, Jake Helm, he is just blowing up from the defensive tackle position. Looks like they're running a 5-down lineman front, so he's lining up as a nose guard, and he is just blowing his way through the center of that line.
They've got a couple of big interior linemen here right across that front. And, again, we don't have their stats in front of us, but you can tell from here that there are some big boys down there. May still operate out of the shotgun here on third down and 10. He's going to drop back to pass. Heavy rush coming in as they try to set up the screen. And, again, too many McGuinness white jerseys in there for them to set up that screen with any efficiency. In fact, big number 78, Grant Ziering, was right there in the face of the possible screen man there, and nothing doing as it'll be fourth down for Guymon and a punting situation from the 34-yard line.
That's frustrating, too, though, because that was the right play call for that blitz they had, but to throw the screen into the ground. Oh, and we
Lorenzo
Amador out of bounds.
Lorenzo Amador had to pick that one up off the ground, and you know, you can't really blame the punter on that one. Heavy rush coming. The ball from the center landed in front of him on his feet. Had to pick it up and get it away, and trying to get it away as quickly as he could with a heavy McGuinness rush, and he just could not get it full kicked, and it'll be first down for McGuinness from the Guymon 41-yard line. So again, McGuinness starts a drive here with great field position. Guymon trailing 28-0 if you're just joining us 6 minutes ago here in the first quarter, as Irish will have another offensive play here.
Well, this will be the longest field that they've faced all night.
Yep, receivers to the right and left. Here's Richardson.
Oh, my gosh.
And he is blasting right through the middle, down to the 20, to the 15, 10, 5, and into the touchdown. Walking goes Dominic Richardson, his third touchdown of the night tonight, and making it look easy. Yeah. Wow, 40-yard touchdown for Dominic Richardson, and no problem for him.
He didn't even look like he struggled at all with that.
He found the gap, went right down to it, and like I said, Randy, he walked into the end zone.
Is he one of the ones you were spotlighting in the pregame?
Absolutely. He's the 1-2 punch. Now, last game out, he only had 35 yards. Thought he might be the power back, but apparently he is the running back. And just like that, the extra point is good. And here we go with 5:50 to go in the first quarter. Bishop McGuinness leading 35-0 over your Guymon Tigers. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back for Guymon's next offensive possession. You're listening to your home of the Roar right here on The Boss. Okay. That'll put me down to the quarter break, correct? Okay, thank you.
So, I've heard several different people talking about several possible solutions to try and get things improved here in Guymon when it comes to football. And I heard one yesterday that I don't know if it's something they would consider, but it might be a possibility, and that's to suspend the varsity program for a while and just focus on playing JV in 9th grade and junior high football against teams out here till we can.
All right. Good. And welcome back. 5:50 to go here in the first quarter. Bishop McGuinness all over your Guymon Tigers tonight, doing it with ease. 35-0 is our score here, and we're not even one quarter fully into this game, Randy. And so far, I don't know whether it's hangover from the Guthrie game, but the Tigers look like they're shell-shocked.
They do, and you know, with the injuries that we have and that hindering us as far as personnel, I don't know if that's playing a role in it too, but they don't look like they have any fire in their step tonight.
The Zach Schmidt, the kicker, boots that one again out of the back of the end zone. He's gone from booting it long, and he's tried every different thing he can to send it at Guymon. He sends this one deep, and Guymon will start from their own 20-yard line after the touchback here. Want to thank some of the great sponsors of Tiger football right here on the Boss, including Panhandle State Athletics. The Panhandle State cheer team is hosting their Little Aggies cheer camp coming up Friday, October the 19th, with the Aggie football matchup against Arizona Christian on the 20th. Cost of the clinic, $35 per child, which includes a free Aggie cheer camp t-shirt. For more information and to register, you can contact head coach Alyssa Freeman. German Mesta brings him out again. He's got 3 receivers out to the right now. One back. Here's the handoff, and nowhere going is the running back.
Yeah, they're going to have a hard time getting that dive to work tonight with how many people McGuinness is putting in the box. And you had mentioned some of those down linemen. That number 51, Denzel Akufo, he's pretty big.
Francisco Gonzalez starting tonight in place of Harvey De La Rosa, who's banged up. Gonzalez, a 5'7", 175 senior this year, and so far it has been a rough going as he lost just about 2 yards on first down, making it 2nd down and 12 for the Tigers from their 18-yard line. Mesta under center. He's going to try to hand off again, and again tackled immediately.
I think he kept it on that one, and He might have been able to get the 2 yards they just lost back, or one of them.
Mesta on that third, running that triple option, and with that triple option, able to. That's how it seems to work. They seem to want to tuck it in there and pull it out at the last second, make that decision. Tough to follow sometimes, but apparently the McGuinness defense had no problem following that one. Mesta able to get about 1 yard back on that one and make it 3rd down and 11 for the Tigers as we pass the 4:30 mark here in this first quarter. 2 receivers out to the right side. 1 to the left here for Mesta, who's under center. Facing 3rd and 11. He's going to take it. He's going to try to run this one himself. He looked to pass. Now he's running and tries to get away. He does get away from a couple and going to get a little gainer there. It's not going to be enough for the first down, but German Mesta going to get about 8-9 yards on 3rd down. It'll make it 4th down and about 3 yards from the 28-yard line.
Yeah, that's good to see a positive play. He looks like he dropped back maybe for a pass, but was rushed abruptly, so he was able to turn that into some positive yards on the ground.
4th down and called a long one for the Tigers as they're going to stay in their offensive set here. They're going to go for it. German Mesta underneath the center. We'll see how this works out for the Tigers this deep in their territory. Nothing to lose here. Here's the handoff, and no, plowed under. Big loss. Could not tell whether Mesta kept that one or not. Taking a look down on the field, and I don't.
Either way, it's McGuinness's ball.
It's McGuinness's ball, and Guymon did not get even close on that 4th down attempt.
Just don't understand with all that pressure coming up the middle why we're going to keep going back to that center dive.
So it'll make it 1st down for McGuinness at the Guymon 25-yard line, already with a 35-0 lead here in the first quarter. Luke Tarman, as he's back to pass for McGuinness. Pressure comes. He steps past it, fires downfield to an open receiver in the end zone. Touchdown, Bishop McGuinness. And not one person near him down there in the back of the end zone for McGuinness. And that was Aaron Beck making the catch down there all by himself in the left corner of the end zone. And wow, again.
Tarman did a good job of scrambling around the pocket, keeping that play alive. I think maybe some of the defenders thought when he stepped up that he might have been taken off to run. But he did a good job of knowing where he was at.
Good idea. You got that good field vision to stay there within the context of not crossing the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Tigers call timeout, and we'll stay right here as, again, waiting the extra point. 41-0 here is the score as they'll talk things over here. We want to thank more of the great sponsors of Tiger football right here on The Boss, including Reed's Furniture. Reed's Furniture inside the Northridge Shopping Center in Guymon under new ownership. They're an authorized Lazy Boy Comfort Studio and carry the #1 selling mattress in Serta. They're proud Guymon Tiger sponsors. Make sure you listen throughout the season for some great specials and deals as they'll be bringing you some great things. That's Reed's Furniture, again in the Northridge Shopping Center. So Guymon talks over whatever they were going to talk over on the point after attempt here as McGuinness will bring their kicker back out onto the field here. Zach Schmidt has been nothing but true with his leg tonight. Here's the hold, the kick, and no problem, up and good for Schmidt. And with 3:16 to go here in the first quarter, 42-0 our score here. And Randy, I'm bewildered. I'm dumbfounded tonight.
Yeah, it can make you speechless when one gets away from you this quick.
42-0 here at the 3-minute 16 mark here of the first quarter, and Guymon again has to come up with something nasty here to even make this a respectable ball game, as this so far has been all McGuinness all night.
Well, and the fact that we're not able to really get anything going offensively, time of possession, and they're not taking very long to score. It could be a really, really long night if they keep scoring quick and we keep 3 and out and quick.
Well, you're at half of 80 here
in the
with
first
3
quarter.
minutes to go in the first quarter. You're assuming at some point in time you'll see McGuinness start to cycle in their backups. At least you would think so. As once again, Telford and Sappington will be back deep for Guymon, standing at about their own goal line. So far, they've had no chance to return this, as Zach Schmidt has booted this ball out of the end zone dang near every time he's kicked it.
Yeah,
if he hasn't, he's intended to not do it.
That's what I was going to say. He's got a leg, and he can do what he wants with that ball. That one's probably going to go through the uprights. Almost.
Dang close, dang close, as that'll be another touchback to Guymon here. And Mesta and the Tigers will come out onto the field here to try to get something going from their own 20-yard line. In fact, I don't think that Guymon has seen anything past their own 35 tonight yet.
No, that one run a while ago was probably our biggest single play of the night and got the ball out as far as we have so far tonight.
It's going to be interesting here as Well, let's see here.
I think we got a timeout.
Got another timeout here by Guymon as they start to try to figure things out here. Want to thank everybody for listening tonight here on 92.7, 100.5 KKBS. Streaming live across the known universe at kkbs.com and the KKBS mobile app, and watching live tonight on KKBS TV. The Big Bad Shotgun Show in town in Guymon tomorrow and Sunday. And join us tomorrow at 9 o'clock during OU Texas pregame, as we'll be broadcasting live from the Texas County Activity Center. Captain Matt Yonkin and Rockin' Ramon will be out there having a gun show tailgate party. Sounds dangerous.
What time's that start?
9 o'clock.
I'll be there. What's for breakfast?
Whatever you're bringing. Look forward to seeing everybody out there tomorrow at 9 to 11. We'll be broadcasting live from the Bad Shotgun Show at the Texas County Activity Center as the OU Texas pregame at the Red River Rivalry gets underway.
It's going to be a good one tomorrow, Captain.
Yes, it is. First down and here's from their 20-yard line here. As here goes Mesta, he's going to...
I think he fumbled the handoff.
Did he fumble the handoff? He did. Fumbled the handoff, and it's McGuinness's ball. And it's going to be, again, a short field for Bishop McGuinness.
Yeah, it looks like number 16, Tom Hughes, outside linebacker, came up. Like you mentioned earlier, they hesitate so long on that read on that handoff, and I think that time one thought he was taking and one thought he was pulling, and it just came out and hit the ground.
Hit the ground. You know, this is the kind of thing that injuries can do to you. You've got Francisco Gonzalez back there who has had some touches this year, but he's not 100% sure of the offense yet. Here's a nice little throw over the head of his receiver.
First bad throw
Luke Tarman
made.
Bad throw over the head of the receiver streaking out of the backfield. So second down and 10 for McGuinness here. As here comes a nice little mass substitution for Guymon headed into the ball game. Tarman has been true on most of his passes tonight.
Yeah, and I figure, you can't look down on McGuinness when they're playing this well and they're at this caliber of a team. They're probably going to play their first-string guys the first quarter because they've got other games to prep for.
Tarman takes the ball, and he runs that one in from 25 out, 20 out for the touchdown. And
9 minutes into the game.
No problem.
48 to
nothing is our score here. The Guymon defense right now is again, they're shell shocked out there. Every time McGuinness is touching the ball, they're to the end zone. There's nothing there.
Well, and I mentioned it earlier about how resilient these boys are. It's not easy to go to these games and have the struggles that the Tigers have, the 70-6s and things like that. But they've still got the pride to go to practice every day and give their best and come out here every night on a Friday night when they've got a home game and go out there and play 60 full minutes and not quit. So we as Guymon Tigers supporters got to keep supporting them in that.
So with the extra point by Schmidt, it runs our score to 49-0 with still 3 minutes to go here in this first quarter of play. Coming up at the half tonight, when we get there, we'll take a look at some of the area scores from this week. Plus, we'll hear from both college coaches. Our own head coach, Russell Gaskamp from Panhandle State. The Aggies coming off their first conference loss last weekend at Lyon College. They're back on the road for another long trip this Saturday to Louisiana to hook it up with Grambling State, of all people. We'll hear from Sooners assistant coach, Cale Gundy, as well, as the Oklahoma Sooners, who destroyed Baylor last Saturday afternoon, get ready for the big one, the Red River rivalry against Texas from the Cotton Bowl. Tomorrow, a game which you can hear right here on KKBS. Schmidt gets ready to kick it off, and he's going to boot this one again deep over the head of Telford in the end zone. And again, a touchback for Bishop McGuinness, and Guymon will take over first down and 10 from the 20-yard line. I'm going to assume that Jack Schmidt is being looked at by at least somebody out there as a kicker, possibly on the Division I level.
I'd say he looks to be the caliber of a D1 kicker.
So we'll see what Guymon can come up with here, as so far not a whole lot has been working for the Tiger offense tonight. Mesta and the offense have been sputtering so far. Can't get it out of first gear. Francisco Gonzalez taking the place of Harvey De La Rosa in the backfield tonight, and he has been trying to get something going here. Here we go once again, and here's the keeper by Mesta, and he's going to get a yard, maybe two on this one. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Now I do see some new numbers out there for the McGuinness defense. Looks like that front line, well, 51 still out there. Denzel Akufo is still out there, but looks like they've massed some players in. We've got 3 of the 5 down linemen are substitutes.
Thomas Mooseman in the backfield now for Guymon. Mooseman lines up behind Mesta, who is under center, and Mooseman is going to go ahead on the handoff, and he's going to fall forward for about.
Fumbled the ball.
He fumbled the ball too, and the Irish have it. No official call from the officials yet. Yes, it is official, and the Irish come up with the football after Mooseman on his first carry of the game.
Well, and I don't think the handoff even got there. They're tackling our quarterback before he even gets the ball handed off, and he had the ball stuck out there to hand it off to Mooseman, and they wrapped around his arms, and he had no way to pull the ball back in. And it looked like number 72, Miguel Brown, came up with the fumble recovery for the Irish.
So Luke Tarman will come back out onto the field. Dominic Richardson in the backfield with him, and that has been the power. 3 receivers to the left for McGuinness, 1 out here to the far side on the right, man in motion. And here's the
free play
swing out to the left there for Richardson, and he didn't make much of an effort to go after that one.
That was a free play. There was a flag offsides on the Tigers.
So we got the flag on the Tigers, which will give McGuinness the easy 5 yards here. Make it 1st down and 5 from the Guymon 19-yard line here. So again,
probably their shortest offensive play tonight.
Yeah.
5-yard penalty.
Absolutely. Tarman in the shotgun, Richardson in the backfield, 2 receivers left, 2 to the right here. And
got another one. They're going to get a 1st down off of 2 offsides.
Another offsides by the Tigers here.
Now that shooting yourself in the foot bug starting to raise its head. And maybe part of it's frustration, maybe part of it's substitution with kids that might not normally get a lot of playing time, but they're going to have to get control of that because we don't need to help McGuinness anymore.
So a timeout by Bishop McGuinness here, as we'll stay right here, as it is a runaway so far here tonight at McKinnon Stadium, as the Bishop McGuinness Fighting Irish with 2:07 to go here. And listen closely, 2:07 in the first quarter is leading 49-0, and they're knocking on Guymon's door again from the 14-yard line. Big game tomorrow. And as we said, as we're out there tailgating from the Bad Shot Gun Show at the Texas County Activity Center, early pregame time for the Sooners tomorrow as they take on the Longhorns of Texas from the Cotton Bowl in Dallas. And you can catch that game pregame starting at 9 o'clock on the Boss. Kickoff time at 11, joining the Sooner broadcast team, because nobody wants to listen to who covers that? Joe Buck and Troy. Nobody wants to listen to them. Turn that volume down, flip on the Boss, watch it on TV, listen to the real broadcast voice of the Sooners.
Yeah, and what I love about the broadcast on the radio of the Sooners, there's a lot of former Sooner players that are involved with broadcasting, sidelines,
absolutely,
things like that.
I think it's time to bring back the Boss. What do you think?
He's the sheriff of Friendlyville on the new Dr. Pepper commercials.
Aha. Tarman under pressure, and he gets away down to the 10, to the 5, and into the end zone. Tarman was dead to rights at about the 15-yard line. 3 Guymon Tigers had a shot at him, and he wiggles away and stretches it right into the end zone for another touchdown for McGuinness. And with 1:59 to go here in the first quarter, it is 55-0 McGuinness. And even when Guymon has something going right, it goes all wrong. The Murphy's Law of the Tigers so far. And here's a bad snap, so they're going to go for the 2-point conversion, and it is good. I don't know if that was an intended play or not.
Like it was set up.
Could have been set up there as the center threw it out there to number 32, Nick Rotelli, for the two-point conversion, and that makes it 57-0 now. If that was set up in an intended play, I'm going to say that come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, they're averaging 5.7 points a minute so far. They don't need to go for 2.
Yeah, come on, man. 1:59 to go here in this first quarter of play. 57-0. McGuinness over your Guymon Tigers here tonight. And not a whole lot of positives so far for the Tigers here. And these boys are going to really have to dig deep here to get something going to even. Now, I'm not going to say necessarily get back in this game, Randy, but again, you've got to think ahead if you're the Tigers that the next 4 games are your playoff district games. You can finish this district in 4th place if you can knock off Piedmont, Woodward, Lawton Eisenhower, and Northwest Classen. And Guymon has got to take that opportunity to use this game now that it is way out of control to get ready for that game.
Yeah, they've got to continue to develop and continue to work on their game plan and get better at what they're doing regardless of the outcome of this game, because you know, Lawton Eisenhower and Northwest Clawson have neither won a game yet.
Piedmont's low-hanging fruit.
Piedmont's only won one district game, and
so
Woodward's
Woodward.
only won one district game.
All 4 of those teams are ripe for the picking, and Guymon's got to, use this now. This is a live scrimmage. This is a live practice now.
That's right.
It's out of control. This is not a winnable game from this point in time. But now, German Mesta in the shotgun formation. Francisco Gonzalez in the backfield, and Mesta is going to take off with it. And he gets to about the 25-yard line on first down, so it'll be about a 5-yard gainer for Mesta on first down. Make it 2nd down and 5 for your Tigers. So Guymon comes out of their huddle. Receivers right and left. Mesta work under center on this one. Gonzalez in the backfield, the lone back there. He turns and keeps it himself once again, and he's going to fall forward for maybe about a yard here to get 1 yard, and it'll be 3rd down and 4 from the 26 for Guymon. Mesta kind of taking it on his own shoulders right now and trying to get something positive to go for the Tigers here. Under a minute to go here in this first quarter of play as Guymon comes out of their huddle. Receivers to the right and left for Guymon. Mesta working under center once again. Gonzalez in the backfield. Man in motion, that's Sappington. And here's the pitch to Sappington to the left side, and he's not going anywhere. In fact, he's going to lose 2 back to the 24-yard line. Alex Sappington with that pitch to the left, trying to catch McGuinness off guard, and nothing doing as the Irish sniffed it out real fast. So it'll be 4th down and 6 for Guymon from their own 24-yard line.
Yeah. They're having a hard time getting anything going.
We'll see what happens here. Haven't seen the punter come out onto the field yet for Guymon. They may go for it here as the first quarter comes to an end. So we've got 1 in the books, and believe it or not, 57-0. Bishop McGuinness leading over your Guymon Tigers. We'll take a quick timeout, and we'll come back for 4th down. You're listening to the Home of the Roar right here on The Boss. as we switch sides of the field. And here's the punt away by Guymon. This one, a decent enough punt to get on the side of the field, and it'll be down at about the Irish 38-yard line, which will be the best field position that Guymon's defense has had all night.
Yeah.
Lorenzo Amador taking over punting duties tonight, as he got a good kickoff on that one to put McGuinness into their own side of the field. I think this is the first time tonight that McGuinness will start a drive from the opposite side of the 50-yard line.
Yeah, this is definitely the longest field that McGuinness will have faced tonight.
Two receivers right, one out here to the left. As still Luke Tarman back to throw, and he is under pressure, and he does go down. Guymon getting in there for the sack.
I think we're also going to have a holding penalty. It looks like to me that one of the linemen tackled one of the defenders.
Tristan Martinez, the man who got back there for the Tigers for the sack. We're going to decline the penalty.
Yeah.
And what a big loss there for McGuinness. Nice play there by the Guymon defense. Tristan Martinez able to get a hold of the quarterback Tarman and bring him down, in a big loss for McGuinness, as they'll lose about 8 yards. It'll make it second down and 18.
First negative play we've seen.
Tarman from the shotgun, receivers, and he's under pressure again. He's rolling out to the left and complete.
Oh, what a stick.
Drilled. Big hit there by Guymon, and that one
Number
put
36.
on him by Osceola Arroyo, who gave him the kayak and the how's your father.
Yeah, and the officials are calling to run the clock.
So
I don't know if they would start that this early in the game, but
I do not know, as got a little bit back there, but not much, as Arroyo brought the lumber on that one. It'll be third down and about 17, as I'm assuming the scorekeepers have given up tonight. Here's Tarman going deep.
Have an interception.
And almost
almost tipped back to him.
I'll tell you what, had the receiver down there, that was Brandon Knight. Had he paid a little bit closer attention, he would have been right underneath that ball. It fell at his feet, but he was just a few feet out of the reach of it, and just like that, it'll be fourth down for McGuinness. So Guymon's defense holds for the first time tonight against this McGuinness defense. Tegan Telford will be back deep for the Tigers, standing back at about his own 30-yard line. Here's the punt, and this one kind of an end over end, and it's going to go out, roll down, and go out about the 32-yard line as Telford and the Tigers leave it alone. It'll be first down for Guymon from their own 32-yard line after the stop here. 9:50 and counting here in this second quarter of play. So Guymon will get the ball back, first down and 10, as Mesta and the offense will bring it out, trying to get something going here. Ball spotted officially at the 30-yard line, first and 10 for the Tigers. German Mesta, the quarterback, operating from the shotgun once again. Francisco Gonzalez in the backfield with him. Receivers right, receivers left, and he's going to pass down the middle, and nobody there. Just overthrew Alex Sappington down the middle. So Mesta trying to go for the home run ball here, right down the heart of the McGuinness defense. Too tall for Alex Sappington. I like the play call, though, Randy.
I do, too, and I like the fact that it developed. It's just the throw was a little off, but we actually had the opportunity to get the ball down the field.
Well, the three-step drop always does work. The two-step, three-step drop for a quarterback, and with McGuinness bringing the heat from the middle off that 5- and 6-man front, as you can see, they show blitz once again. What a great play to try to go down the middle. Mesta from the shotgun. He's rolling to his left, and he's under pressure, and he's going to go back down at the 22-yard line as Mesta sacked by 2 Bishop McGuinness Irishmen. Looks like Callaway Crenshaw, one of those guys to get in there and make that tackle. Tony Lemke, the other one for the Irish to make the tackle. So it'll be 3rd down and 17 for Guymon. Back to the 23-yard line. So Maisto with receivers right and left. Moving left to right on your field here. Maisto's roll out, and he's going to try to get that one away. And he does. Complete.
He's short of the first down.
Short of the first down,
pickup.
But caught and complete to Alan Fernandez, the senior. Fernandez, the senior, 5'11", 187, makes the catch and gets some of that yardage back. It'll be 4th down and manageable here for Guymon. About 4 or 5 yards here from that first down. We'll see what Coach Kyle Davis and the Guymon offense does here. I don't see the punter coming out, so I'm assuming they are going to go for this on 4th down and definitely better than 4th down and 30.
Yeah, and it's manageable, and at this point, you don't have anything to lose here.
So Maisto will bring it out here. Francisco Gonzalez still is back in the backfield all by himself. Maisto working under center, and they fumble the snap, and Maisto goes down on top of it, and that flag does come out late, though, from the far side of the field, and we'll see what that's all about here. We'll see how that plays into this whole thing. Don't think Maisto actually got the snap, had to go down on top of it. Would have been a turnover on downs, but the referee throws a flag from that far side of the field, and we'll see what the call is here down here as a conference going on down on the, looks like the 35-yard line. They're marking it off against Guymon, so McGuinness will accept the penalty, and it'll stay 4th down, and it'll be 4th down and about 9 now for the Tigers, but they'll get another shot at it here from their own 31-yard line. So, giving one up here are the Irish because they could have declined it, taken possession of the ball. They're going to let Guymon have another shot at it here, 3rd down and 9, again from their own 31-yard line. So German Maisto, quarterback into the shotgun formation. Well, no, now they've got the punter out there, and they're going to punt it away, and this one goes pretty much straight up in the air, and it's going to roll out of bounds at about the yard line to the Bishop McGuinness Fighting Irish into their side of the field. So Lorenzo Amador came out to kick it away, kind of a short set for him, and he almost kicked it straight up in the air, and it'll be McGuinness's ball as we're just crossing the 6-minute mark here to go till the half, as I believe, the clock is running full time now, Randy, and
yeah, and that doesn't surprise me to see that happen.
So we'll see how the Irish take this possession here. We'll look down onto the field. New quarterback in the game now for McGuinness, and new running backs as Chris Hernandez is the back in the backfield, and he gets about 12, 13 yards on 1st down to pick up the 1st down. And new quarterback in the game as well for the Irish here. Hernandez, the running back, wearing the pink shirt and socks. He's easy to see. Evan Ely, the new quarterback in the game for the Irish. As you can put the fork into Luke Tarman and Dominic Richardson tonight after 57 in the first. They are done for the night. So penalty on 1st down, jumping off signs once again for Guymon, as it'll give McGuinness 5 more yards to the Guymon 35. Ely back to pass. He fires in complete downfield to Brandon Knight. Brandon Knight inside the 30 to about the 28-yard line. And here comes one of the Tigers off the field holding his thigh.
Well, that's not a good sign. We've got enough guys banged up. We sure don't want to see any more.
Can't tell who that is from here. Number 80, Sergio Meja. Ely hands off to Hernandez. Hernandez right side, and he's down to about the 21-yard line. And he'll pick up about 5 yards on the play. It'll be second down and 6, as it's 24-yard line is where they'll officially spot this one. Second down and 6 for McGuinness. 3:52 to go here. First half of play. And another offsides here by Guymon. I think that's what you saw whistle here, and I think they're going to, count this one off against Guymon once again. Again, coming up at the half tonight, we'll get a look at some of the area scores from this week, plus we'll hear from both Coach Russell Gaskamp, the Panhandle State Aggies, coming off their first conference loss this last weekend at Lyon College, back on the road for a trip to Grambling tomorrow. And here go Chris Ely, throws it down deep.
Did you catch that inbounds?
To Brandon Knight, caught it
did.
inbounds at the 2-yard line.
They called it a catch. I thought he might have bobbled the ball just a little as he went out of bounds, but.
And it'll be first and goal for the Irish here as 3 minutes to go here to the half. So Evan Ely, the quarterback now, the second stringer. He's in there gunslinging as well as he gets it down to the Guymon 4-yard line. Ely takes the snap. He's looking towards the end zone, left side, fires, and did he get a foot down?
He did.
They're going to say no, incomplete, out of bounds. That was pretty close there. I mean, I think if we had a replay, I might challenge that one if I was the McGuinness coach, but being a fan of Guymon and down 57-0, he was out of bounds.
Of course.
Brandon Knight was the intended receiver, and it would have been a heck of a catch by Knight had he pulled that one in.
Yeah, he sure made a good effort.
Ely hands it to Hernandez, and Hernandez buckled under by the Tiger defense. Big number 74, Giovanni Vincent Ramos, making the big tackle there on the goal line. The sophomore. So it'll be 3rd down and 7 for the McGuinness Irish. Ely with Hernandez in the backfield. Takes the snap. He's looking to the end zone again. No way. Unless
slightly over
unless his receiver's Michael Jordan, there's no way he pulls that one down. And it'll be 4th down for the Irish.
Yeah, it looks like here comes the leg.
Zach Schmidt will come out.
This will be a chip shot for him.
Yeah, he'll come out here for the field goal try. He'll set himself up here. He's going to set himself up at about the, it looks like he's setting up at about the 13-yard line. So looking at about a 23-yard kick here for Schmidt. Here's the snap. The hold is down. The kick is up, and no problem. It is good. So add another 3 for the Irish as Zach Schmidt puts it through the uprights. And with 51 seconds ago here in the second quarter of play, it is 60-0, 60-0, Bishop McGuinness over your Guymon Tigers.
So, Captain, while we got a minute, I did a little checking. So, districtly-wise, Piedmont is 0-2 in district play.
Mm-hmm.
Eisenhower has 1 district win over Northwest Clawson. Woodward has 1 district win over Eisenhower. Okay. Northwest Clawson doesn't have a district win yet. So there are, of our last 4 games, there are 3 there that I think for sure we could win, and possibly all 4 of them if we can get healthy and play some mistake-free games.
If we can win out, it puts us in a position to take that 4th spot in District 2, which would put us as the 8th seed going into the playoffs, and we should be playoff bound. So, again, if you've written the Tigers off because of what you've seen here from Carl Albert, from Guthrie, from Bishop McGuinness, you are talking about 3 top, 2 of them, maybe all 3, 2 of them are top 5 teams, Carl Albert and Bishop McGuinness. One of them is a top 10 team in Guthrie. And now you're going to the part of the schedule that's going to matter if you are a Guymon Tiger fan.
Yeah,
the 4 games that we wrap up with are the ones that will determine where we can go into the playoffs.
Yeah, because there's 3 teams currently sitting in District 2 Class 5A that are 0-5, not just the Tigers.
That's right. So with 51.9 as the kickoff goes out of bounds again to the touchback. Flag on the field here. We'll see where Guymon's going to start this one. Got the ball spotted at the 20, and I pick up the flag and they walk away. Also coming up on the half tonight, we'll be talking with Sooners assistant coach Cale Gundy. Got Gale Gundy. We'll go with Cale Gundy. Lincoln Riley wasn't feeling good for the press conference. Cale Gundy handled it. We'll hear from him tonight as, once again, German Mesa under pressure back at the 10-yard line and brought down. So a loss of 10 on first down for the Tigers as we're 39 seconds and counting here in this first half of play.
Not 100% sure, but that may be the last play. I don't know that the Tigers will be in a hurry to get this one off before the clock runs out because the game clock's going to be ahead of the play clock.
Trailing 60-0, you don't want to get into that situation where you got the problems, and it looks like the band tonight getting ready to perform. Am I seeing a Phantom of the Opera mask out there?
Yeah, you are.
Guymon's
they got some
Pride of the
props
Panhandle
to
Band,
go with it tonight. Yeah,
getting ready to take the field at halftime here in just a few seconds, and that's going to do it for the first half of play tonight. As
they snap it. But I think it's going to be whistled dead.
They're going to whistle that one dead. Did not get it off. So that brings the end of the first half tonight as your Guymon Tigers trailing Bishop McGuinness 60-0. We'll be back in just a few minutes to take a look at some area scores and start our halftime show right here. You're listening to the Home of the Roar on KKBS.
Guymon Public Schools proudly presents the 2018 edition of the Pride of the Panhandle Guymon High School Marching Band. The 176-member band is under the direction of Travis Hathcote, Brandon Brady, and Hannah Brady, and under the field leadership of Senior Drum Major Brianna Vera and Junior Drum Majors Angela Martinez and Patrick Vasquez. Drum Captain Damian Hernandez and Color Guard Captains Rachel Schmidt and Sarah Lindley. Tonight the band will perform their 2018 competition field show featuring the music of Andrew Lloyd Webber's Broadway hit musical, The Phantom of the Opera. Beginning with the title song Phantom of the Opera, continuing with Masquerade, featuring senior trumpet soloist House McIntyre and junior trumpet soloist Jake Lannis. And we'll conclude with the music of the night featuring trumpet soloist Jake Lannis. Ladies and gentlemen, the pride of the Panhandle, Guymon High School Marching Band. Mr. Haskell, in the pride of the Panhandle, would like to thank Anchor D Bank and CEO Paul Freeman for their continued generous donations of bottled water for use in the band boosters concession stand located on the visitor's side. The Guymon High School Ag Department and Kevin and Tanya Alm for the use of the ag truck to pull our new trailer, as well as Superintendent Ed Nelson and the entire Guymon Board of Education.
Okay. To stream the games live on the internet, so there's nowhere you can go where you can't catch your Sooners on the Boss. Listen live 92.7, 100.5, and streaming at kkbs.com or the KKBS mobile app. Halftime coming to a close here. We're going to take our final break of halftime. We'll be back for the second half kickoff. Guymon, McGuinness. McGuinness up 60 to...
They came out to play a quarter.
Oh, that missed.
So you're not getting any better at trash can basketball as the season
I
goes,
hit a good one.
Captain?
You walked away. I hit a pretty good shot over my shoulder.
And I caught a fish this big.
I'm sure you did. It was a great shot. I was impressed.
Now, when you have a shot that impresses yourself, those are usually pretty good ones. And you're like, wow, I made that.
I was twisting. I was falling away. The wind was blowing from the fan. Got that crosswind with the door and the fan. And now it's all the wasps coming out tonight.
Yeah. I just learned in my 3 years of being in this press box, if you leave them alone, they'll leave you alone.
Yeah, it's kind of what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, they'll stay up there unless we start smacking on them, and then they'll come dive bombing our asses.
Mm-hmm.
What's funny, though, is I don't see De La Rosa even on the sideline in his jersey.
It's not him right down here in front there.
I don't see a 32.
Oh, no, it's not him.
That's 33 on the crutches, I think. Oh, no, that's 33 over there in the arm
That's got to
sling.
be 32 down here on the crutches.
That's 65 on the crutches. And Sooner Merwin, he played last night, or not last night, but earlier in their JV game, so he must have got hurt this week.
And welcome back as the third quarter gets underway here in Guymon. Your Tigers trailing 60-0 to the Bishop McGuinness Fighting Irish. The kickoff again. Zach Schmidt putting it out of bounds for the touchback, and it'll be Guymon's ball starting 1st and 10 from their own 20, which has kind of been the song of the night, Randy.
Yeah, I'm pretty impressed with the kicking game of that young man from McGuinness. He's got a really good leg. He's really accurate. He can seem to do whatever he wants with the kickoffs.
So German Mesta will work under center 1st and 10 as here's the handoff. He'll decide to keep it on the fake handoff on this triple option offense, and he'll get about 3 yards on the play. Mesta with the keeper to that left side. So nice little way to start the third quarter here with some positive yardage for the Tigers.
It looks like we're going to go to, I don't want to call it a hurry up, but they're surpassing the huddle. And so maybe they had 2 or 3 plays lined out to start the second half with to try and pick up the momentum a little bit.
Francisco Gonzalez in the backfield for the Tigers as he'll take it and grind ahead for about a yard here. It'll make it 3rd down and 4 from the 26-yard line.
Matt, I did not realize we were going to be in such great company tonight here in the press box as local celebrity junior high athletic director and assistant principal Tyler Chapman is with us in the house tonight in the press box.
Celebrities in the press box.
I'm
It's
telling
like
you.
being at a Lakers game around here.
It is. I might even have to ask for an autograph.
First thing you got is Tyler Chapman. The next thing you know, Jack Nicholson will be sitting beside us.
telling you.
This is how this snowballs here. 3rd down and 5 for the Tigers as here's the handoff to Fernandez, and he is going nowhere as he's buried ahead. Maybe falls forward for about 1 yard. It'll be 4th down and about 3 for the Tigers here.
Yeah, even this second string of McGuinness defenders are doing a really good job of shutting off that give up the middle.
They get in there quickly, and Guymon has had trouble going up the middle all night long here. So it'll be 4th down for the Tigers. 4th down and, well, after the spot, they're going to give them 4th and 2 here from the 27-yard line. And Guymon's going to keep the offense on the field. Mesta under center. He's got receivers to the right and left. There's a little
and
jump
the hard
by.
count gets him.
Yeah, nice hard count by German Mesta to get the Tiger first down as McGuinness jumped off sides, and that'll be 1st down for the Tigers.
Well, and the Tigers have had a little bit of success with that hard count
We've
throughout
seen it,
the season.
Yes, we have. We've seen it in a couple of games.
They've used it to their advantage to get a first down several times this season.
Yep.
That's good discipline on our guys for not moving on the hard count.
So checking my stats here, 9:48 to go here in the third quarter, the first down of the game for the Tigers.
Hey,
But it's positive,
that's right.
and that's what we're looking for at this
Fresh
point
set
in
of
time.
downs.
1st down and 10 from the 33 of Guymon as Mesta. He'll keep this one. He scrambles left, and he finds it. And he bounces off tacklers. He's to the 50, to the 45, to the 40, and down to the 43-yard line goes German Mesta.
Yes, for the first time tonight, we take the ball into McGuinness territory.
Yes, we do. And Mesta bouncing off of tacklers. And again, he gets it down to the, I said the 43, the 38-yard line when he finally was drugged down by the McGuinness secondary.
Now, this is just a hunch, but I just saw a mass substitution on the defense, and I'm thinking McGuinness's coach wants to put the starters back in just to preserve the shutout.
Well, there's a timeout by McGuinness, and guess what? They're a little bit nervous there. Have to bring the starters back in. We'll take a timeout as well. You're listening to the Home of the Roar right here on KKBS.
Heck yeah.
I would have said Texas Tech.
Yeah, well. I appreciate a good tortilla, just not one coming across my face.
So after the nice run by German Mesta, it's 1st down and 10 for the Tigers from the McGuinness 38-yard line. Here's the pitch left side to Alex Sappington, and he's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, and he will, as he was getting cornered on that left side. Well, they're going to mark him 1 yard back, so a loss of 1 by Sappington there. Sappington is very quick to that outside corner, and McGuinness closed very quickly on him there.
Yeah, and as I had mentioned before the break there, Captain, looks like at least the front five, they brought their starters back in on defense to try and slow the Tigers' momentum down and maybe try and preserve that shutout.
You smell that, Randy? Smells like fear.
Yep.
Smells like fear.
They're scared the Tigers are going to get some points on them.
Second down and 12 for the Tigers from their own, from the McGuinness 40-yard line, operating in Bishop territory for the first time tonight. Mesta under center. Another hard count. He's going to try to hand this one off. And
I think
the ball did
came
fall
loose
out.
again.
And again,
looks like
tough on that
McGuinness
triple
got it.
action. And, yep, Bishop McGuinness has the ball.
Yeah,
so
we've called his name a few times before. Denzel Akufo come up with the fumble recovery for McGuinness. And just like that, it's
ouch. Ouch for Guymon. And once again, it was that long handoff that got swatted to the ground by the front five of McGuinness. And that is the problem with the triple option, is trying to make that decision on whether you keep it or hand it off. And one good solid hit, the ball's on the ground.
But after 3 or 4 turnovers due to that throughout the night, you just need to commit. Even if it's the wrong decision, give it or don't.
Evan Ely at quarterback, and he drops back to pass, setting up the screen, and he fires complete. Flag on the play. He does get it complete out there to Carter Pierce, but he would have lost yardage anyway. We'll see what the flag's all about. Ely was under heavy pressure from Guymon trying to set up that screen pass, and it wasn't going to go anywhere anyway.
Did they mark anything off for the penalty?
I didn't see anything penalty. I think that we may have declined it on the loss there. So Ely in the shotgun. He's going to hand this one off to Hernandez, breaking left side. Hernandez trying to get by, and he'll get back the yards close back to the original line of scrimmage as he was brought down by big number 74, Giovanni Vincent Ramos tonight. The sophomore, we've called his name a couple of times for the Tigers.
Yeah, I think Garrett Barbosa got involved on that tackle a little bit too.
So Ely and Hernandez in the backfield. 2 receivers out to the far side right, the open side of the field for McGuinness. And got a timeout called by Guymon, and with that, we'll take one as well. You're listening to the Home of the Roar right here on The Boss. Okay. Yeah, so I'm running with the timeouts as I can get it. .6:15 to go here in this third quarter. Guymon trailing McGuinness 60-0. McGuinness with the ball. It'll be 3rd down and 10 yards after Hernandez got back the 3 lost. So Ely, the quarterback, he's got receivers to the right, and he's going to bootleg it right, and we'll see. He's trying to find an open receiver, and he does have a guy way downfield and comes back and drilled. Didn't get to the ball and got absolutely lit up. That's the kind of play where I'm going to have a conversation with my quarterback after the game, say thanks for the short pass, you got me lit up.
Yeah, because he was wide open, but the ball was short, so as he came back, the defender and I don't even know that they saw each other when they collided. But
well, I can tell you right now the receiver took the worst of that, and I'm trying to get his number as he kind of limps off the field out there. Number 15 got lit up. That's Jonathan Harden. And like I said after the game, I'm going to call my quarterback Ely over and say, let me tell you something, you ever do that again, and it'll be the last time. So McGuinness going to do something we haven't seen him do tonight.
But once.
Oh, punt.
This will be the second
time. Punt of the night for McGuinness. Andrew Wineski punts it away, and wow, what a nice high tide spiral down to the Guymon 5. It bounces, and
he carried into the end zone.
Jumps into the end zone with the ball.
Touchback.
Wow, what a great coverage there. Just an inch or so away from being downed on the 1-yard line. As
that was a heck of a punt.
Telford wasn't sure what to do because the ball bounced straight back up into the air. Probably better for that one and let the bygones be bygones. So Guymon will get the ball at the 20 after the ball goes into the end zone on a great punt by Andrew Winiski.
Curious to see if we get any positive yardage plays, how soon McGuinness waits to throw their first string defense back in there.
Guymon Tigers on your radio tonight, being brought to you by the Oklahoma National Guard. Always ready, always there. Call 1-800-GO-GUARD to get things started for you. German Mesa brings the offense out. First down and 10 from the Guymon 20. Split wideouts either side as Mesa going to keep this one, and he's going to get buried under real fast. So he's back to about the 17-yard line after the keeper on first down. That's kind of been the story tonight for Germany. He's trying to do things. He's trying to get things to happen, but these front five for McGuinness closes quick. And like you said, Randy, the second string back into the game here. But how much do we move it before they bring the first string back in like they did?
Yeah, but even the second string's doing a good job of shutting down that run.
Wideouts to the left side, receiver here to the right.
He didn't even get the ball.
Didn't even get the ball
handed
away.
off before he's wrapped up by 3 defenders.
So a big loss there for Mesa as it'll be third down and 20.
Looks like he's a little lame too.
And he's
Somebody
coming up limping here out of the Guymon huddle, out of the tackle, and that
number 21.
German Mesa is the man coming up, and he kind of grabbing to that upper thigh area there, and that's not what Guymon wants to see here. I'm not sure who their backup quarterback would be past German Mesa. Mesa, the senior here, took over in about week 3 of the season after Tegan Telford crushed his hand at Stratford, and he's had some moments of brilliance out there. So timeout being called here as the play whistled down, and
timeout by the Tigers.
Tigers taking a timeout, and guess what? We're going to take one too. 3:14 to go here, 60-0. Your score, Bishop McGuinness leading. You're listening to the Home of the Roar on KKBS.
This game.
.314 to go here. Captain Matt Yonkin, Randy Coble with you. Third quarter action here as Bishop McGuinness leads your Guymon Tigers 60-0. And all those points scored in the first half of play, Randy. And it was just a barrage tonight.
A large portion of them scored in the first quarter.
Yeah. That first quarter took forever, and I think we were 57 down by the end of the first. So here goes German Mesa, throws it over the middle and almost picked off.
Almost.
He tried to thread the needle between two McGuinness defenders.
Yeah, Charles Huff looks like number 25. He was close.
Javier Gonzalez was the man that Mesa was looking for.
But you know, if he dropped it, that's probably why he's a D-back and not a wide receiver.
Absolutely there. So Guymon will punt this one away from their own 14-yard line. Lorenzo Amador punting duties tonight for the Tigers as he's had the ball short hop to him several times. That one gets away from him back into the end zone, and he's able to pick it up, and I think this is going to be a safety here.
I do too.
Against the Tigers.
Oh, no.
Or McGuinness recovers it, and
so
it's going to be a touchdown for the Irish. Amador, I thought, had fallen on the ball. He couldn't grip it, and Bishop McGuinness digs it up off the turf in the end zone after the horrible snap and gets away from Amador, and it's a touchdown for the Irish defense. So it's now 66-0 here, awaiting the extra point attempt.
Yeah, it looks like number 57,
McGuinness.
Callaway Crenshaw, came up with the fumble recovery in the end zone.
So Amador tried to fall on it, tried to do what he could to to make things happen. I think he was trying to stay out of the end zone, and the ball just
Well, the ball never came up. I mean, it just rolled on the ground.
Just rolled right to him, and he had to try to pick it up. So, in fact, new kicker here for McGuinness.
Oh, my gosh.
And he boots it through as well. Perfect down the middle. Antonio Fernandez comes in to take over kicking duties tonight for McGuinness.
He's the backup. That's pretty good.
And there, yeah, he put that one dang near deep to the track here at McKinnon Stadium. So 1:45 to go here in the third quarter. 67-0 your score. McGuinness over the Tigers. We'll stay right here. I want to thank some of the great sponsors, also including Nuestra Tierra, your locally owned butcher shop, grocer, and bakery. Located in Guymon, better quality service, price, and taste. Proud supporters of the Guymon Tigers. And if you've never tried their homemade guacamole, highly recommend it.
Well, and it's also one of very few places left here in town with a full-on butcher shop that'll cut what you want, how you want. You don't see that a lot anymore.
That's always great. I love that, too. You just go there and you say, I
buy a
want
full,
this. Boom!
Yeah.
There you go. Steaks for the grill. Also brought to you tonight by TEL Oil and Play Like a Girl Women's Fitness Center, the area's only women's-only fitness center. Autumn resolutions ask that you be open to positive change.
Backup kicker kicked it not out of the end zone, but into the end zone.
Yep. Wow. You're never going to be the starter just kicking it into the end zone, son.
Yeah. Going to kick it out of the end zone.
Antonio Fernandez, the backup kicker here operating for McGuinness. Flag on the play down here back near the 40-yard line. So
I believe that is unsportsmanlike conduct.
Is that going against us or is that going against McGuinness here?
I didn't see who he pointed at. I just saw his arm signal, but
we'll
get some clarification on it.
We'll see where
they're going to kick it again.
No,
so maybe he was just calling it offsides.
Could have led just a little bit early there. And, well, they'll back him up. And it's going against McGuinness because they're going to back him
offsides.
up. I mean, he's going to kick this one off from the 35 this time. We'll see if Guymon can get a return off of this. Tegan Telford back deep along with Alex Sappington.
Now, if he's as good as his counterpart, there's a big hole in the middle of the field that concerns me right about the 30.
We'll see what they decide to try to do here now that they've been backed up a little bit. Telford and Sappington standing on their own goal line here. They're anticipating a deep kick. There is quite a bit of space between the... So Fernandez will boot this one away.
Holy cow.
And no problem, this one going out the back of the end zone.
That one goes out the end zone from 5 yards farther away.
You kind of start to think that maybe Oklahoma needs to look into the way Texas has done it and taken all the parochial and Catholic schools and move them to their own league so the city schools no longer have to deal with that situation. Mesta, he's going to hand off, and buried under immediately is number 5, Francisco Gonzalez back there. And Gonzalez has had no open luck here coming out of the backfield tonight. He loses about a yard on this one. It'll make it 2nd down and 11 as we're under 1 minute to go here in this third quarter. Tiger offense coming up to the line. Mooseman in the backfield, along with Javier Gonzalez as the tailback. Mooseman with the fullback position there, running that Pro T, and they're going to hand this one off.
Yeah,
looks like to Gonzalez.
Going nowhere.
And Gonzalez goes nowhere, loses a yard as well, so it'll make it 3rd down and 12. Not used to seeing Guymon line up in that Pro T type formation or I formation with the tailback.
Well, maybe they're thinking get another blocker to try and slow down some of that defensive front that's just blowing up through the middle of the line.
Thomas Mooseman, the fullback they keep using. He's a freshman, 5'10", 145.
Yep, his grandma Karen Mooseman's out there listening.
And that'll do it for the third quarter tonight. We've got 3 in the books. 1 touchdown by the Irish makes it 67-0 over your Guymon Tigers. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Fourth quarter action on the way. You're listening to the home of the Roar right here on KKBS. Okay. see what we got here score-wise. Let me. Well, 48-0 final. And welcome back. Fourth quarter getting underway here under a running clock at McKinnon Stadium as your Tigers trail 67-0 to the McGuinness Fighting Irish as German Mesta in the shotgun to start things in. He's looking deep. He goes deep and just out of the reach of the receiver, and that was Alex Sappington who had a shot at it.
Yeah, and I think the ball was placed where he could have caught it.
Just a tiny bit. I think it was just a tiny bit behind him. He tried to twist, but he got three Guymon receivers got past the defensive backs and had a chance for it. Just didn't get there on time. It'll make it 4th down and 11. Taking a look at some District 2 scores out there in the final from the Carl Albert Northwest Classic game. 48-0. 48-0. Carl Albert, no problem in Northwest Classic. And Guthrie leading Woodward 38-6 that game in the third. Punt is away and taken at the 49 of Guymon. And down
good
to
open
the
field tackle.
Yeah, great open field tackle by Guymon. And there's another
like whoever
Tiger
made the
down.
tackles.
Yeah, kind of took a thump there as see who that is coming up. Oh, coming up limping, and that's not what you want to see there.
Number 36.
36 for the Tigers. That's Osceola Arroyo, who has had some big hits tonight. And Arroyo comes up real ginger after that hit on the sideline.
Yeah, and he's going to come off, and looks like number 34, Juan Salinas, is going to come in for him.
Don't forget you can keep up with scores across the area tonight logging on to kkbs.com. You can also get them through our KKBS mobile app. Invite you to check out those scores. We'll also post the finals on our KKBS Facebook page later this evening. 1st down and 10 for McGuinness. And
hit him right in the hands.
Hernandez, I don't think that expected him. It shows you what kind of a pass it was from Ely as it hit Hernandez in the hands, and Hernandez wasn't even expecting it.
Yeah, I don't think he lost it in the light or something.
I think he was a tiny bit shocked that the ball came.
And, I mean, it hit him right in the hands.
2nd down and 10 for McGuinness from the Tiger 39-yard line. Ely takes a snap. He'll hand this one off to Hernandez, and Hernandez tied up and wrapped up and thrown down immediately at about the 40-yard line. Another tackle by Giovanni Vincent Ramos tonight. He's standing tall in the middle there, and he's not going to let the Irish have that open field even this late in the game. It'll be 3rd down and 10 for McGuinness. I have been impressed by the play of Ramos tonight, the sophomore, as I know we've called his name a few times here.
Yeah, and that's some of the stuff we were talking about earlier. I'm glad to see the coaches rotating some personnel in there and them still playing, full throttle football, trying to benefit from some of this extra playing time for some of your seconds and your thirds to try and bring them up. That could come in handy with those late games this year that we're going to stand a chance of winning.
Absolutely. Ely tries for the 1st down as his receiver just can't get his hand on the ball, and that'll bring up 4th down for McGuinness, and we'll see what they're going to do here with the ball on the Tiger 40-yard line. It looks like they're going to go for it here. Receivers 2 to the right, 1 to the left of the short side of the field. And Ely dropping back to pass, looking left, and he throws this one downfield and out of bounds.
Good, because it's our ball at the 40. Yeah. He would have given up 25 yards if he'd have caught it.
Yeah, good thing that Javier Gonzalez caught that one out of bounds where it wouldn't matter anyway for the interception, and it'll be a turnover on downs by McGuinness to Guymon as Guymon will take over on their own 40-yard line with 8 minutes to go here in the ball game. Want to thank some of the great sponsors of Guymon football here on the Boss, including Phipps Dental. Phipps Dental, creating smiles, impacting lives. Make sure you ask about their porcelain veneers. Also, your Guymon Car Washes, Typhoon Illusion, and the Rainmaker, now with brightening effects. Visit your Guymon Car Washes, Typhoon Illusion on 12th Street, and the Rainmaker on 8th and Main. German Maystem will bring the offense back out onto the field here. He's got Mooseman in the backfield. Looks like Sappington back there, too, and Mace's going to keep this one. He tries the right side, and he's going to get jammed up. Won't go down. They'll blow this one dead after about a loss of 3 yards by German Mesa on first down.
Yeah, number 34, Cooper Moody, tried to take Mesa down, but Mesa just kept driving his legs, and they finally whistled it dead.
Mesa said, "You got nothing for me." Said, "I've fought bigger." Said, "You're not Carl Albert. I mean, come on."
Yeah.
6:50 and counting here. 67-0. McGuinness over Guymon.
But you know, Captain, these last 3 weeks, seeing the cream of the crop of this district, I'd put it against any district in the state of Oklahoma, regardless of class, as far as talent from top, the top cream of the crop.
And I think that's why we see this district win state championships. Thomas Mooseman with the carry on second down, and he's going to get maybe a yard back. They'll make it 3rd down and 12 for the Tigers.
And I don't know if any of them have played yet. I know next Friday, Carl Albert and Guthrie play. I would also be interested to see how McGuinness and Carl Albert play out, as well as Guthrie and McGuinness play out.
I'm looking forward to see how those top 3 shuffle out there. May still work out of the shotgun. He's got Mooseman in the backfield with him. Receivers right and left. 3rd and long, he takes a snap. He avoids the rush, and he's going to get caught from behind. Back near the 40-yard line. So on 4th down, Mesta will get back to the original line of scrimmage.
So it'll be 4th down here. I would assume the Tigers are going to go for it.
Don't think you have much choice. 5:25 to go here. 67-0, trailing by 67. It looks like the punt team, though, is coming out onto the field here.
Yeah.
So we'll see who is going to be punting this one.
Looks like number 5, Francisco Gonzalez, is back there to punt.
Is that Mesta back there to punt now? 21. German Mesta punching it away.
Oh,
and
wow.
he does. Gets a good punt off. It's going to bounce at about the 16 and roll back.
He touched it.
He
it's
touched
a live
it.
Ball.
It's a live ball, and it rolls out of bounds at the 1-yard line. So what a punt by German Mesta. And McGuinness, after their receiver touched it at about the 15, it rolled back and out of bounds. The receiver, basically, the return man had to knock it out of bounds at the 1-yard line. And it'll be 1st down for McGuinness after a great punt by German Mesta.
Man, if we could have recovered that there at the 1, that would have been awesome.
Boots it for about 59 yards out at the 1-yard line. Guymon would have had a great shot at it there, too, as, like you said, McGuinness touched that ball. It was live, and McGuinness's return man had to just kind of escort it out of bounds. So we'll see how McGuinness responds in the shadow of their own end zone. Ely, the quarterback, he's going to take it out. They came out of kind of a wildcat formation there.
Yeah, he gets a little breathing room, though. I think they might even have a 1st down. Depends on the spot, but
Carter
they're going to mark
Stone.
him a little short.
Carter Stone, the man who was in the backfield as the quarterback, running that wildcat formation for once again, they're running that package. See here, that's 86, Adam Wheeler, who's getting the time now at quarterback for McGuinness. And he gets maybe a yard or 2 there. 3rd down and 1 it'll be what it is, working their way out at the McGuinness 9. So this would be a great time for Guymon to stop McGuinness here and maybe have a shot with some good field position to try to get one into the end zone before this game ends tonight.
Oh, and they totally ate him up.
Defensive 5 for Guymon to swallow up the McGuinness running back, Hernandez.
And Jamarcus Fleury, I think, was in on that one.
So it'll be 4th down and 4th down and about, we'll call it about 7 here. And they're going to punt this one away.
Yeah, but Teagan better get ready because if that's the first-string punter that punted the first time, I think he punted that ball 50 yards.
Antonio Fernandez back to punt things away for McGuinness. He's standing at the back of the end zone, and he puts the boot to it. Does not get a good kick here. He shanks that one away, and it's going to roll to about the 42-yard line where it'll be down, and Guymon will have the ball in McGuinness territory with just under 3 minutes to go in this ball game.
Which defense comes out for McGuinness?
We'll see if they're going to try to deliver that shutout. I'm looking down there myself. It looks like the second string is still out there. So Guymon will try to do something here with the short field as German Mesa comes out to lead his troops. 2:22 to go here in this ball game as that clock has been running quickly tonight.
Well, we're not getting in any hurry. I don't understand why we're in the huddle so long.
See what's going on here with Guymon. They're trying, maybe they're coming up with something dirty here on this first down. Mesa. Moose Smith in the backfield, along with Javier Gonzalez. And here, Mesa will keep it again. He fakes the handoff to Mooseman, and he'll lose a yard on first down. So it'll be 2nd down and 11.
Let's take a shot at the end zone. Do something. Little last-minute hoorah just to try and get rid of that goose egg.
2nd down and 11 here for the Tigers. Backing up to the McGuinness 43-yard line. Mesa will bring the Tigers to the line. He's got receivers right and left. Again, Mooseman the single back here in the backfield. And here's the pitch to the left side, and a little bit of yardage there for Guymon, as that was Javier Gonzalez coming from the right side to the left, and he picks up some good yardage there, about 8 yards on the play, 9 yards on the play. It'll make it 3rd down and about 2 for Guymon.
They're going to have to hustle, get another play off. The clock's running.
Yeah, we're 1 minute to go here in this ball game.
40 seconds.
Guymon next week will be back on the road to Piedmont. As Piedmont tonight at the last check was leading Eisenhower at the half, 23-0. We'll see if we can find a final for you here soon. Here's the pitch right side. Sappington to the right, to the 30, to the 25, where he's going to get dashed out of bounds.
Well, let's take a timeout or this one's over.
24 seconds and counting here.
Yeah, I think they're going to leave it at that.
Clock is running, 17, and Guymon gets the first down, but with 10 seconds to go here, trying to maybe get one last play off. We'll see. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Will Guymon get it? Shotgun formation. Mesa steps up. He's looking. He's going to keep it himself. He's to the 20.
He's going to score. He's going to score.
And into the end zone. Touchdown. German Mesa on the last play of the game.
As time expires, they wiped off the goose egg.
Erases the goose egg from the board. And dilly for the Guymon Tigers on the last play of the game, getting into the end zone for 6. German Mesa 27 yards for the TD, and wiping off the shutout tonight here in Guymon.
And I know that doesn't erase the fact that, we gave up so many points in the first quarter, and they've had their second string in for 3 quarters, but the boys didn't quit. The boys did not quit.
Here's the extra point attempt, and the snap is bad, and they're going to have to try to run it, not going to get in for the 2 points, and that's going to bring the ball game to an end. So your final score from Guymon tonight after a 57-point first quarter. The Irish had 10 more, 67. Guymon gets into the end zone at the very end of the game, 67-6 your final. We'll be back here in just a few minutes to begin our pregame show, or our postgame show, excuse me. You're listening to the Home of the Roar right here on KKBS.
Did you have a score at the Guthrie game earlier? Because the app's saying 0-0 at the half.
38-6 in the third.
Well, if Piedmont wins, Eisenhower plays Bishop McGuinness next week. We're going to play Eisenhower here, and it's going to be no district win versus no district win.
Nice.
Piedmont will be the toughest game. Piedmont and Woodward will be tough, but I think Eisenhower and Clawson we've got in the bag.